Hello, hello, my dashers. It is 7 p.m. Central Time, and it is time to chat about the week. I'm telling you, again, it has been hot here in Texas, and obviously, I am in the studio because it is way too hot to be out in the vans. So, this week, I'm been trying to get the Cascade camper all ready to go, and um, it is at probably about 90%. I have to take it to the DMV, get inspections. It's about that time of the year. So I will be doing that this week. I also have to take Fuzzy in to get an oil change, her first ever oil change. So Fuzzy will also be going and taking her oil change and getting inspected and everything else because it's at 3,900 miles already. Woo! Um, the Cascade is getting her tags renewed, all of her registration and everything else. So whoever the new owner is going to have at least a year before they'll have to um, get it inspected and renewed again. So that's kind of good. So, hey, it's Crystal. Hi, Crystal. How you doing? Yay! Crystal's in the house. Yeah, it's been crazy week. This heat in Texas is just killing me. And then I looked at the forecast for next week, and honestly, oh my God, it's 100 every day. And the lows are in the upper 70s, low 80s. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. I'm like sitting out there going, I'm in the van and I haven't found like a decent USB fan. Fortunately, Fuzzy doesn't have DC volt outlets. So the DC volt fans that I have, I actually have to use my Blue Yeti in order for it to work. Kind of stinks. Kind of under the weather for the past 4 days. I am so sorry. I hope you're feeling better. Do you know what's wrong? I mean, you have the flu. That seems to be going around. One of our bosses who's, a higher up individual is been sick, like influenza A or something like that. So he's really been down for the past like 4 days too. So it is definitely going around. Please make sure that you stay hydrated. Even get some electrolytes. Just make sure that you're hydrated in this heat, no matter where you are. And especially if you're sick, it'll help you to clean everything out and just make sure that you stay hydrated. It is insane. Texas has been crazy hot and humid and icky, and oh my God, I can't stand it. I need to get out somewhere. I gotta go. I'm supposed to go home on Tuesday, but if I'm still sick, I have to delay it by a few days. Well, like I said, please take care of yourself. You know your body better than anybody else. So you'll know when it's time that you're fit to travel. So listen. Hey, 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 Laura's in the house, keeping up with Colorado. It's been super hot here too. Where are you at these days? It has been crazy, crazy hot. I just the Southwest or just the South in general has just been insane, insane. I said to myself, maybe I should have stayed up in Rhode Island because there are like 70s, low 80s as a high, and I'm like, oh, it was so great to have that kind of weather. Everybody's saying hi to everyone. 107 here right now. Oh, I don't get it. Although, I mean, last year May 1st hit, and we got the heat wave started May 1st. At least this year, it didn't start until June 1st, which is the normal June 1st. June, July, August, and September are usually the 4 months of just pure hell. So I am like, try to escape to colder weather or something just to be able to camp or comfortably. But I'm also needing to find a decent like fan. That's a USB, not DC, because I only have one outlet in Fuzzy at the whole entire coach, which I think is really stupid. But the whole entire coach only has one DC outlet. So, and that's at the front of the cab. It's not even in the back. So I have what, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 USB ports and 2 AC, but only 1 DC, which really is crazy. Hey, Annie and Spence, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Dash is in the house, still in Northern Alabama. Yeah, I don't get it. It's like the South got hit with a heat wave and it won't go away. Literally, we are above 100 all the way until next Saturday. And then it goes to 98 and 97. But we're over 100 every single day until then. It's insane. But he's saying hi. I love my USB fans. They were great. Please let me know what they are because I don't know which ones are good or not. I bought a USB one that was a clip-on thinking that, oh, great. It hardly moves the air. I mean, I want something that'll have some, because the DC one I have is great, but I have to pull out my Blue Yeti in order to use the DC Volt. And, I shouldn't have to do that. Please remember to hit the like button. Yay! Thanks, Lori. You always remember that. I always forget to say that. I like my USB. Well, you guys are going to have to. Oh, go great. There's a portable clip-on fan. 65 working. Great. Awesome. Thank you. I will check that out because I want one that has some oomphta in it. And the ones that I have are completely weak. And with the temperature and no AC in Fuzzy, unless I run the car, that's the only way that I can get AC where I can at least get a break from it. But it heats up so fast because, like I said, it's over 100 and the humidity is like at 72%. It's like insane. Can't live like that. I'm sweating like crazy, but at the fan. However, I did get the Skeeter beaters for the driver and passenger front. I did get a different sunshade and put the heavier one on the outside of the car, and it seems to cool it down with the breeze if I have all the doors open, but I've got to have a decent fan. And that's the one thing that there's so many out there that I don't want to keep. I bought one and thought it was great because I could swivel it and, it moved and all that, but it is so weak. I'm like, oh. Hey, Rose, how are you? Never late, honey. Never late. I was watching one of your older videos. Thanks. Everybody's saying hi. It has a remark. Oh, really? Even better. And you can charge other USB devices on it. Definitely going to check that out. I had one that was, all of them I had for the Cascade were all 12 volt because it was just easier. But see, even in the Cascade, I can take out the USB adapter and it become a 12 volt plug, right? Well, this doesn't even have that. I mean, it is strictly just a 12 USB port. It's not a converter or a little adapter that I can't pull that out and it becomes a 12 volt, which it would be smarter. So Fuzzy's kind of lacking in the 12 volt part, so kind of stinks. Everybody say hi. I worry about Lindy in the 3-digit heat. Very thankful for her son. Yes, I agree. Older individuals have a hard time, and especially with this heat. I'm thankful for those that check up on older individuals and how they are withstanding with the heat if they don't have AC, because I'm literally, if you don't put electrolytes in your body or your system and you're in this heat sweating your, what's off, okay, then it's going to really be detrimental to life-threatening in this kind of triple-digit heat. Even though, the desert part and everything else, that's dry heat, it is a difference, mind you. Granted, it is different. But in the South, we have the humidity, and that's what really makes it hard to breathe. It's hard to sustain life. If you don't have somewhere that you can actually breathe in, it's like hard. Yes, people spend a lot of time in the library or some public or a mall or this and that, but that means spending time away from your van, which, ends up getting cooked also. So, and it's so different, but it's nice that people have that option where they can go into AC if they need to. But it's hard when you have an animal. Like with Lindy, she now has Marley. So, it's hard to find a cooling center that will accept pets. So, unless you're a service dog, which, most of them aren't. Most people don't have a true service dog. Yes, we have emotional support dogs. Those are not the same. They are not covered by the ADA. Okay. But honestly, oh my goodness, if it's a state-run cooling center, then I'm sure that they would allow animals, because it's just as same as humans. They need to have a break as well. But boy, this heat has been brutal, y'all. I want to go out and I want to, camp and this and that, but I don't even know where to go that's going to be halfway decent in temperature. It's just insane. Insane. But on a good note, my son comes next week, so he'll be on the live probably next week, Sunday. It is his birthday. And so it will be his 20th birthday. He's coming out to visit me on Friday, the 21st. He goes back home on the 24th. His birthday's the 23rd. So he'll actually either be on my live or at least know, I have to take an hour out to at least, say hi to everybody, let you all know what's going on the week. But yeah, my hair is a mess, y'all. It is so crazy out there. And then trying to get the Cascade all done, even though it's in the garage, it's still heat. It's still hot. I'm still sweating, still crazy. It's like, ugh. Because I won't leave my son's house either, even though there's no AC, because I have my dog, yeah. And I won't leave her. Yep, I agree. Having animals, they are a blessing. And sometimes, in these circumstances, I don't even want to say a curse, because really they're part of my, both of them now. I mean, Lucky and Zeus are there, that's it. They're my family. I can't leave my family behind. It's just not right, Goes nice, Lisa. Can't wait to meet him on your lives. Yes, his name is Will. Well, his name is William, but everyone calls him Will. So he will be on the live probably. He'll probably pop in. Hey, Nora, how are you? So he's coming out for a couple-day visit, and he's going to spend his birthday with me. Yay, I'm with you. Whoop, whoop. I haven't had that for quite some years. So I actually get to celebrate his birthday. Yay. On his birthday with me. Everybody's saying hi. Yay. It's the family. We're all in the family. Please don't forget to hit the like button. You guys are awesome. I gotta tell you. Let me see if I can do this. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna make this. Hold on one sec. There we go. I'm gonna turn off the audio on YouTube, right? Gotta see oh look, it's so different when you see it like in StreamYard versus actually seeing it on the video part of it. Because I'm like going, oh my goodness, it's so different. Who is coming? Your son? Yes, he is flying down from Rhode Island, and he's going to spend the weekend with me for his birthday. Yay! I haven't had that in a long time. So I'm pretty happy that I actually get to spend his actual birthday with him. I'm going to have a few surprises, so I'm not going to say in case he's watching. So, one of the closet watchers, you know what I mean? The family. Yay. No, we're Dashers, but we're all the family. We're everything else. Yay. We are family. Yeah, he's part of it, whether he wants to believe it or not. He's actually asked me about, power systems and things like that, because he's thinking about, he's a drift car racer. That's his hobby. And he's wants to learn about, van life or car camping. He bought a truck. So he wants to get a cover for it, and then use that for when he goes to races and sleep there instead of buying a hotel and all that other stuff. And I said, that's so I've got a cooler. I've got, Jackery 500 for you. That's all the power you're going to need, yada, yada. I got the portable solar panels for you. We'll get you up in style. And he's like, oh, Ma, that's cool, Goes, you're so darn close to it. I know. That close. That close. Although I got to start I bought some things for Fuzzy. And you all know, in my Cascade camper, I have one little container that has a pan, a pot, it has a cup, it has a bowl, it has my spices and cutting board and spatula and all that stuff, right? All in this little compact container, right? Well, that's for, it's not used for an induction stove. That kind of stinks. So I bought a set that is a little bit bigger, made for induction stoves, and it doesn't have, and the handle detaches and moves to each of the pan or the pot, which you can use once you're done eating or once you're done cooking, use it as a bowl or a plate or so on and so forth. So, and it's ceramic, I think, with a metal plate underneath it to heat and cook. So I'm like, oh my God, it's like the smaller version, but actually bigger. I'm like, whoa. So I might actually do some cooking videos of, okay, let's go. Let's do a pass and fail. Do some van life cooking videos, because, we're all trying to, eat healthier on the road. So I have some keto, like, for instance, a bacon bit and cheese omelet for breakfast. Oh, so good, guys. Oh my God. And there's, just quick things that you can do, and it's just easy to eat. But, you all know about my dehydrated stuff. Love that kind of idea. But I think I'm going to use those pans and start actually doing some cooking videos. What do you think? How are your watch hours? I don't know. Hold on, let me see. I don't know what they are. I'll find out. I'm going to go lay down for a bit. Please do, Crystal. Please, please, please. Absolutely. I will keep playing through, Lisa. So good night, everyone. See you all later. Please take care of yourself. Take some sleep is the best thing. Okay. Laying down and getting some sleep is when your body can reset itself. But please drink some water or get some electrolytes or something before you do, because that's only going to help healing and getting, flush all the bad toxins out. So please be safe out there, okay? We love you. We love you, Crystal. Everybody say good night. Good night, good night. Prayers, yes. What kind of food do you like to cook? Anything that tastes good. I do, I can make tacos, spaghetti. I have sausage and ziti. I have my sloppy chicken. Oh my God, my sloppy chicken is like the bomb. And the best part of the new pans that I got for Fuzzy is I can use it on my butane stove as well. So it's kind of a dual purpose, everything else. So I only needed the one set of pans, which is kind of funny because now I have 2 pans and a sauce pot, which before I only had the sauce pot and one small little pan. So it was an upgrade for me. So I might just include that pan set minus the utensils, but that pan set in with the Cascade because it's still good. We're saying rest up. I cooked up a big wok full of eggplant beef, with black bean sauce before, enough for nearly 3 meals. See, that's the best part about cooking a little bit more because you do have that extra. When I use the Omni oven to cook the chicken for my sloppy chicken, and then I have a pot that I use for boiling egg noodles. You got to have the no yolk egg noodles. Makes a difference, trust me. It's really chicken breast, deli American cheese, and a can of cream of mushroom. That's all the ingredients. Seriously, you set that on the stove, let it go do its thing, and you boil up some egg noodles 10 minutes later. Oh, and French's onion. You have to put French's onion for the last 10 minutes to give it a little And I'm telling you, it is so good. So 4 ingredients, trust me. I'm all about the quick meals because I just didn't have time when I was mom. And, I had 30 minutes max to get something on the table. So I learned quickly how to make some awesome meals in 30 minutes that were not that labor intensive. It will be hard, but not impossible for me to eat on the road because I can't have gluten, dairy, eggs, or most meats. Yes, but you know what your dietary restrictions are. So obviously you eat every day. So my suggestion is learning how to either cook for 1 or cook for 3, because then you can always have leftovers. So you know your restrictions and everything else. You know what you can and cannot have. So you bring what you can eat and leave what you can't at home. You know what I mean? So everyone's dietary needs are different. So like for me, I'm on keto, so I can't have bread. I'm not supposed to have. I can't have pasta. So my chicken, my sloppy chicken, I can't have noodles. So I let my son. But that's his favorite dish. So I cook it for him, and I eat the chicken in the soup. I just don't have the noodles. So there's things that what you can and you cannot eat. So just pack for what you have. delicious. I know, right? My son loves it. That's his favorite meal. Every time he comes over, I got to make sure I have the ingredients. I grew up with lots of Chinese people in my life and learned a lot. I was growing up, and it's great because Chinese, Japanese, Asians use a lot of fish and a lot of rice and a lot of vegetables. So there are so many ways that you can cook up vegetables. That is insane. I can make up a great stir fry with an awesome sauce, and it's all natural ingredients and things like that. So I don't have to really put meat in it or protein. And if I do, beans are a great part of legumes, are a great part of protein. Fish is awesome, great part of not only protein but fatty oils and things that you also need in your diet. So not everything has to be beef and chicken and eggs. That would be hard, especially if you don't eat out. Yes. Well, I mean, eating out is a choice. Cooking is also a choice. It's hot out there. Trust me. That just heats up your van. I get it. You can't cook outside all the time. I get it. So people use restaurants to cool off and have a meal. Totally get it. Okay. But all that eating out does add up. So you learn to make salads when it's really hot in the afternoon and cook later when it's cooled off your heavy meals, or have a heavy meal in the morning, like a great breakfast, and do lighter, cool things like a sandwich or a salad or things that don't require heat during the afternoon when it's hot, and have something lighter like a small, like a little hamburger with some cheese on it, or or some bacon or whatever, just a flip and a burger, something that's quick and easy. Soup's great. Chicken noodle soup, have that for dinner. It's a hot dinner. It doesn't have to be a full-blown meal, y'all. I haven't been able to eat today. My stomach hurts so bad. I did eat a few crackers though. Yes, crackers are good. The salt and the actual crackers will soak up any stomach acids from hunger pains. I used to eat a lot of, especially when I had cancer and I had no desire to eat. Believe it or not, crackers and don't laugh at me, y'all. Grapes filled up my stomach, added more water to my system, and it really helped keep the nausea down when I was sick. So as long as you stay hydrated, key fact. I know it sucks, but honestly, if you're sick, that's the only thing that's going to help your kidneys and your liver to process all the toxins and get them out. Tofu's great. Yes, exactly. Tofu's wonderful. And that's a good source of protein too. Soaks up the flavor like a sponge. When I do get on the road, I will lose my home base at my son. I won't have the option to leave anything behind. Yes. Having a home base is a godsend for me, because I still am working full time, and the days when I dream about the fact when I get to be van life full time will be great. But until then, if and when I retire, then I will do the part-time thing whenever I can. I mean, the best part about it is right now they want us to come in to the office, a couple days a week, so on and so forth. No problem. I'm 15 minutes away. No big deal. I'm great. But the times when I do want to go out, I'm sure my boss will be like, I'd like to go and I'm going to be remote for a week. And then be like, okay, fine. So having at least part-time is better than having no time. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. You know what I mean? I look forward to those trips. I mean, the next trip I have is Lollapalooza in October, unless something else comes up. But right now, Lollapalooza. September, I have a cruise that I'm going on. August, I have nothing planned. So if anybody hears of anything, let me know. Because dying to get out. I'm dying to get out. I ain't going to lie. True story. I'm thinking of going back to eating sandwiches every day. Yes, sandwiches are good, but I would do it for lunch. Like have your, because it's cool enough. Having 3 small meals a day, and we're talking not big full meals. I have one omelet that's, small. It's not that big. So I have that in the morning, or I have a bigger one. My biggest meal is going to be breakfast. Why? Because I have the whole entire day to lose those calories. The afternoon is usually a salad, and it doesn't have to be a huge salad. It just has to be enough to fill your stomach. And then dinner, same thing, small, because I have the 3 meals and that's it. I don't snack in between. I don't, do any of that. And honestly, I've lost the 23 pounds so far. So, hey, I'll keep going. So laying here listening, like a good little dasher. And you're talking about food made me remember when we all went to eat that awesome pizza at Crazy Owls. I know. That was such an awesome day. Although, we waited forever to get a table. Okay, so waited forever because apparently one of the cooks or one of the waiters, I don't know which one, but somebody walked off the job. So they were stuck in the weeds for a while or whatever. But we waited for at least, half hour, 45 minutes before we even got a table. And then we waited another 45 minutes to actually get the pizza. But when we did, it was, we had great conversation, It was the 4 of us. It was Deb, Chris, Crystal, and myself. It was the 4 of us. We all went and had pizza in Quartzsite. It was great. Totally agree with you. Totally agree with you, Crystal. That was fun. I do love grapes. I will try eating grapes tomorrow. Yes. It's not so much for the nutritional value for the grapes. It was for the hydration because grapes are full of water. But it also helped me to fill the belly so I, wasn't hungry. Because if I knew if I ate anything, I would probably throw it up. So having that in my stomach helped the acid, but also gave me the hydration. So honestly, the only way you can really get over a cold is drinking water or electrolytes. Seriously. Eat saltines. Yep, she's doing that, which is good. I drink Topo Chico with lemon in it. Helps the stomach a lot. Nice. What's Chipo? Was it Topo Chico? Mineral water. Oh, water. I heard tofu is nasty and man-made. It's never had it, nor. Okay, so it's not man-made. Well, I mean, depends on where you buy it. Okay, let me put it this way. Okay, definitely go to an Asian store to get tofu. Yes, you can get it at the supermarket, but I wouldn't trust it. I'll always go to an Asian market. I usually get you can either have it in firm, soft. I like to have firm because I like to use it with soy sauce and some seasoning. It's always, you can fry it, it won't fall apart on you. I've even made a tofu chocolate mousse cake. It's awesome. So honestly, there are so many uses to tofu, but it's the protein that's good. Again, getting it at an Asian store, it is totally organic. You can. There's one brand in particular where when you go into an Asian market and see tofu, you'll see that brand is like the majority of the case. That's usually the one I get. You know. It was definitely an experience. And we had a bonding too. Yes, we did. It was great. I had no idea what that means. Nasty. It actually doesn't have much taste in it. Yeah, because it doesn't have much taste. It's more or less for the protein and the texture, so called. Um, because you can whip it up, you can cube it up, there's so many uses that you can use for tofu. Yep. Absorbs whatever the taste or the sauce that you make with it. It absorbs it up, and like I said, it doesn't really have so much a taste. It's made from soybeans, yep, and dyed so it looks like a white square pillow. But I usually get the firm one. So the firm one you can actually cube up and actually pick up with a chopstick and not break it. And especially if you fry it up in a stir fry or you fry it with something else, it'll coat itself. Taste and texture. But the taste comes from the sauces, not from the actual tofu. So if you have whatever sauces you stir frying in, or soy sauce, or some kind of whatever, that's what usually is brought into the tofu for taste. Not much taste. Yep. Texture. Medium soft. Yep. Spongy, sort of. Yep. No idea. Thank you for the information and the explanation. Yeah. Believe me, I grew up on tofu. We used to have some fish shavings. So we called it shaved fish. And basically, we would put that in soy sauce with some tofu and have that with rice. And that was a good staple for a quick dinner, because normally in an Asian house, especially if you have like 5 people living in the house, um, rice is in a rice cooker 24/7. There is always rice. And if you eat the last rice, you make a new pot. Um, it Rice was always available. It was a main staple for me. White rice, not brown rice, white rice. And of course, people are like, oh my God, the carbs, you know what? It's been hard for me. I'm not going to lie. Not having rice. I haven't had rice now since May 1st. And so I've changed to cauliflower rice. Not the same, especially when you grew up on white rice. But it at least cures the craving in a way for having actual rice. So there you go. I go crazy in the Asian market. I know, right? I always buy too many veggies because you don't get them in a normal supermarket. I mean, there's a lot of, ginger. Like, you can't find ginger everywhere that's raw, that you can, use it for whatever sources. Or, seedless cucumbers cost way too much in a supermarket, but you go to an Asian store, an Asian market, and it's cheaper. There are so many different, mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms, and other mushrooms. The list, there's Japanese pickles. There's so many things that you cannot get at a regular supermarket, but they're so good. Sparkling mineral water glass bottles, 12 fluid ounces a pack. Nice. There we go. See, we always share links around here. Yes, they're also much fresher. True. I agree. And you don't think, trust me, if you do a Google search, Asian market near me, you'll be surprised at how many Asian markets there are around. Yes, they have the big, huge ones, Yaohan and so on and so forth. There's so many big ones out there. Um, but they do have mom and pop Asian markets all over the place. And believe it or not, you could probably get your butane um, containers cheaper at the Asian market than you will at Walmart or anywhere else. The reason is in Asia, space is such a priority. Okay, so having a full on stove with an oven and so on and so forth is not practical in those cultures. So they live on those butane um, grills, everyone. So they're used to butane stoves. So therefore, Asian supermarkets always stock butane containers or canisters because most Asians who come from that country do cook on them still, even here in the States. So definitely check out an Asian market near you, and you'll probably get your butane containers cheaper. I buy balsamic and jasmine rice. Yep. Also, I like the cauliflower rice. It took me a bit. It's not the same, but hey. Hey, Tim's in the house. Tim, how you doing? There's no Asian market close to me. Bummer. Or just try, Asian supermarket or Asian store, Asian food store. Maybe they don't call it a market or something like that. Where to buy Asian food. And usually some will pop up. Everybody's saying hi. Eating and listening. Well, that's good, Tim. What you eating today? Tim is a great cook, y'all. Talking about Asian food. Whoo, boy, we like chowed down. Was it pork belly? Oh my God, that was so good. That was so good. And then we had rice noodles. I never had that before. That was interesting, but it was good. I'm surrounded by them because I live in a populated area where most Asian are nearby neighborhoods. Huge Chinatown area, about 10 minutes from me. Nice. Yeah, but you're in New Jersey. New Jersey, New York side. No, New York side. You're New York side. So, yeah. Hey, CL driver. Nah, you're never late. Never late, my friend. Everybody's saying hi. It's the dash of days, dash of days. They're grass, but there is an Asian. There is an Asian nearby. No, Tim's still in Chicago as far as I know. Yeah, see, I knew it. Sorry, I said New York. I corrected myself, Nora. I corrected myself. Sorry. I knew I was going to get it. I knew I was going to get blasted. No, she's New York side. Whoops. My bad. Where to buy fresh veggies? Well, fresh Asian veggies. Okay, so the stuff that you usually cannot find in the supermarket, like ginger, like Japanese pickles, like they have so many different kinds of mushrooms. You can find leeks and cabbage, Japanese cabbage. There's so many different things that you can find at an Asian market that you will not find at a supermarket. And if you do, it's days old, not fresh, and probably not good. 134 miles is the closest Asian market to me in Arkansas. Oh, Arkansas. Dang. That's tough. But you can go to, I'm sure you can have certain things mailed, or I mean, what do you call it? Not mailed. Um, shipped to you, because I'm not sure if Yauhan does it or not, because I know Chicago area there's Yauhans, and down here it was something else what they call it here, but I gotta tell you, yeah, Tim, go to Yauhan. It's freaking phenomenal. They have supermarkets, they have retail stores, everything else. You're in Chicago, go to Yauhan. Oh my God, it's like heaven over there. If they're still there, I don't know. It's been a while since I've been in Chicago. The Schaumburg area, it's close to there, buddy. Go to Yauhan. Huckleberry Brenda, how are you? How are you? Yeah, see, now she's laughing at me, huh? I did correct myself. Bok choy, yes, bok choy. Chinese broccoli, love bok choy. And they have not just the baby bok choy, but they have the big leeks as well, and leeks and all these kind of things that you wouldn't get fresh in the supermarket. I'm your huckleberry. Boop boop. I can walk to a Vietnamese restaurant near my condo. Well, there you go. Whoop whoop. Uh, he's not home. He's still in Chicago, as far as I know. I already found a Vietnamese market 30 minutes away. Oh, there you go. Even better. Um, Harrison came to me and I saw you on the phone and said, "Hi, Lisa." Aww. Hi. More work to do at the real home base. Oh, so you are home. Oh, that's right. You were flying. That's right. You were going to fly home, get your car, and then drive it back to Chicago, right? Tim is home. Yep. Okay, my bad. That's right. I knew you were going to fly. I didn't know you did it this week. Okay, so you're home now, getting the car, finishing up what you need to do at home base, and then going back to Chicago, right? As far as I know. I never had Vietnamese food. I didn't either. I never had pho. So Tim made that for me in Quartzsite. Never had it before, and it's kind of like a all ingredient put in a pot soup. It was actually really good. I mean, we're talking the noodles were in there, the meat was in there, the vegetables were in there, all in a broth. Everything else was like thrown in there, and that was your meal. It was really good though. Never had pho before. I was gonna join you for flash, but I already been around too many women going through hot flashes. Ah, you're too funny. Right, Chris? That's funny. Yeah, I'm too. I'm one of those people. It's delicious. Lighter version of ramen. Yes, ramen it's like mostly sodium. But pho is more like that's a meal. That's because you've got your protein, you've got your veggies, you've got everything all in a broth or a soup. It's so good. Delish. You don't want to see what a flash. What I flash. No, no, don't want to. No, it's a heavier version of soup. Yeah, it's more like a meal. It's not necessarily a soup. It's a meal in a broth. Hey, Graham, what? How you doing? Graham from down under. Whoop whoop. Everybody saying hello, hello. Yeah, so this week, yeah, hopefully I can actually get the ad up this week for the Cascade. And then I think I went through the last rounds for a new position, and I'm also there's two positions that I'm trying to go for. So hopefully there'll be a decision soon on that. Cross your fingers. Um, we'll see. And the dogs, Lucky's here, Zeus are doing well. I try to not keep them outside very long because of their fur, because it is hot out there, so I don't want them to suffer or anything. So I keep their time outside limited. Um, that pretty much is what's been going on, is just making sure that I get the Cascade up to snuff, as far as whoever gets the new owner is going to have a top-notch vehicle. There's only 29,600 miles on it, 700 miles on it. So it's been a good vehicle, but it's time, I've got to start really advertising and selling it, which is kind of like, gotta do it. So please help Lisa with the algorithms. Hit the love button, whatever you guys do. I love you, love you, love you. Yes, it's pronounced F. As Tim explained it to me, I can't say it because it's not allowed on YouTube, and I'm not going to say it, but it, yeah. And there's one Seattle called Pho King Restaurant. Pho King Restaurant. Anyone try to claim a king of something on food is not that good, Chris. Probably. They're probably over exaggerating themselves. It's not one thing, it's another. Oh, wrong. It always cracks me up when I see. I drove up into Walmart and I saw this little guy come out of this big truck. And I thought to myself, oh, what are you compensating for? And I said, oh, that was mean. That was really, really mean. But, he was being a real jerk and taking like 4 spots of parking so nobody would park next to him. So I was kind of like, yeah. It was very good food. The bride has gone off to work. Hey, wait a minute. I thought she retired too. Leaving myself and Roxy dog to fend for ourselves. Who knows? Oh no. What kind of mess is she gonna come home to? But I thought she's quit working. I thought she retired. You fibbing me? You fibbing me, Graham? Most guys are compensating for something. Only this video can tell you how good. Yes. And I gotta tell you, this is awesome. I've actually had it, guys. Courtside was a lot of memories in one way or another. So I can't wait for next year's January, wonderful times, because I am definitely going to take that as vacation. I'm not going to work like I did last time because I was stuck in my van for most of the time working. So I will not do that again. So I will actually enjoy my time with the tribe, with the family, and just, yeah, that's definitely going to happen. I ate at many food places. Yeah, and you could tell which one's good and which one's isn't. Oh, no. Well, everybody, we are coming up to the top of the hour. So this week, again, hopefully we'll get some cooking videos out and some, finally get the ad out for the Cascade Camper, because that's got to happen. Having 2 car payments is not something I'd like, but, for now, that's what's happening. So if you are new here, please put a 1 down so we all can say hello to my wonderful group of people. Oh, yeah. What about October? What, Lollapalooza? Oh. You know what? I think it's sick because I'm stationary too long. Yep. I know, me too. Because I get the burning itch. I'm like ready. Even though I took my trip to the East Coast to see my kids, it was too short. It really was. It was a long drive, but it was time for me to get to know how Fuzzy worked. Because, in climate conditions, if I don't know how the vehicle handles, and what better way than to take a 30-hour drive or 28-hour drive up to New England and 28 hours back. So that's what I did. Have a good week. Yes, are you too? I'll see you in 3 months, Lisa. Yes, absolutely. Let's see. You too, Nora. Thank you so much. She went into work. Oh, the computer's still working on being released. Okay, but they still are paying her. So, well, you have to go. True. Stay safe. Thank you, Rose. Stay safe yourself. You too have a great week. Okay, so if you are a content creator, please put a C down so everybody can follow you, or, and if you are my moderator, go ahead and drop your link so we can all follow each other and make sure that everything is copacetic, because honestly, I went to Crystal Page and said I wasn't subscribed. I was kind of ticked off because I was missing notifications and things like that. So I had to go back and resubscribe and all that kind of stuff. So it was kind of fun. So if you please leave your links for those that are my moderators, or put a C if you are a content creator, so we can click on your picture and let everyone know, so we can all be a family and support each other, of course. Thank you. Thank you, Crystal. There's Crystals. Yes. Okay. And there's Nora. Nora, even though she is not a content creator, her artwork is phenomenal. Let me see. Can I do it? This is hers. It's in home base right now until it cools down, because I don't want to risk that being in the van when it's hot. So it's been hung up in the van. Definitely check out her Etsy page and her work. Beautiful artwork. Mo bang for your buck. Oh, yeah. Whoop, whoop. Mo bang for your bucks. Great tips on how to do tips and tricks on everything in their mother. Trust me. Brenda, it's good to see you in the gang. See you next time. Have a safe week. Thank you, Brenda. You as well. Stay safe in the heat, okay? That Tim guy. Keeping up with Colorado, yes. Always keeping up with Colorado channel. Thank you so much. Night off. Thank you, Huckleberry. Brenda. It looks great, I know. I don't want to damage it by this heat or anything else, so I'm leaving it in the home base until it cools down enough where I can put it into the van, because I don't want to ruin anything. So thank you, everybody. It's great seeing everybody in chat, and I'll see you next week. So, everybody, as always, hey, stop dreaming it and start living it. Stay safe out there, everyone, and blessed be. Bye.